Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a mic now. In some of my previous video I mentioned that I was going to a Taylor Swift concert and I asked if you guys wanted to see a vlog of that. Some of you said yes, but unfortunately I was one of the people who had the tickets for Vienna concerts. As you may know, those concerts were the one that got cancelled because of the supposed terrorist attack, so I did not end up going. But so many people were still interested in hearing about the experience as a whole, because even though the concert didn't happen, the city of Vienna and Swifties did not let that ruin the mood. We still had fun. And yeah, I will tell you about it, but in this video I want to tell you about my entire experience regarding the concerts, preparing, buying the tickets, everything. And if you're only here for the Vienna part, I will put chapters and I will give you the number where you can skip to just go to the part that you want to see. As you can see, this is like a little bit of a different video compared to what I usually do, in the sense that I want to make it like a chill, just like a chit chat. I don't really want to have it super structured. I hope I'm successful in that and I hope you enjoy. We have to start at the beginning. And the beginning is not actually buying the tickets, is becoming a Swiftie in the first place. And for me, I would not call myself a person who really enjoys celebrities. I'm not really a person who like worships them, who really thinks of them super highly. I don't really want to get ever starstruck and stuff like that. I just avoid it because I try to keep in mind that they are still people, they make mistakes, they're not perfect. Actually, a lot of them are far from perfect. And I don't really think anything else differently of Taylor Swift in that sort of sense, and I never did. I was never really like adoring her to that level that some people do, but I have to say that I did have like a really hardcore Swiftie era in my life, which was back in, I think, 2010s maybe? I don't know, when did Fearless come out? Okay, it was in 28, so about that time. I think I was in like, I don't know what that would be equivalent for other countries, but primary school. I was maybe like 12 or something. I had a really hardcore Taylor Swift phase where I was listening to her every song, mostly Speak Now and Fearless albums. You know, back in those days where you had to download music and put it into your phone, not like stream it. I did not even have internet on my phone back then. And it lasted maybe for a year that I was listening to her songs all the time. I don't remember when exactly I stopped really listening to her. I did not fully stop, but I stopped like following which albums are out, just like naturally. I don't really remember at all. But after that, for years, I did not really keep up with what she was putting out. I would just listen to the mainstream songs that were on the radio all the time. And so often I would hear a song and I would be like, oh my god, that's such a cool song. What is the song? Who is the artist? And I would like Shazam it with the app. And it would be Taylor Swift. And one of the songs was Don't Blame Me, for example. And also on TikTok, so often it would happen that I would listen to a song and I would later realize that it was Taylor Swift. So I would say I never really left my Taylor Swift era, but I just didn't really keep up with it. So that was when I was like 12, so we're fast forwarding like 15 years, I think, to talk about now how I got the tickets and how I came back to my Taylor Swift era. Actually, the year that she was on tour, I think in America, or I don't know where that was, I was preparing to move. If you didn't know, I moved from Serbia to Austria, and that was the year that all of that was happening. I was gathering documents for my visa and stuff, so it was really hectic. And it was, I think, like June or something, maybe even before, that she announced that she's doing like a European tour, and Vienna was on the list for the cities. And I was like, I'm already going to be there, why not go to the Taylor Swift concert? Like, that's a once in a lifetime event for some people, and probably for me as well. And so I decided to get the tickets, and of course at that time that was like signing up for the pre-sale of the tickets, and I think I signed up, but I did not get the code. Luckily though, two of my friends did get the code. Originally the plan was for one of these friends to buy 4 tickets for all 4 of us, but when the time came to actually buy the tickets, we need to talk about that part right now. So buying the tickets, I mean, they call it like a war for a reason. It was really like horrible experience. I don't really have much footage of that at all, because at that point I did not have a YouTube channel, so I didn't know that I should film anything, but it was miserable. Like, I was so frustrated. I heard that some people just entered at 12 or whatever the time was that they let you in to buy the tickets, sit in the queue for a very short amount of time, get in, buy the tickets, and it's as smooth as it could be. And then there was me and my friends that entered, and whenever you would see all the listings for the nights and everything, and you click one of the days, already everything was sold out. You would try to put it in the basket, it would wouldn't let you. And when we saw that, the other friend was like, have my code and try to buy the tickets with my code, like 2 tickets for the 4 of us. And that's what I did, but it did not really help much. We would try over and over again. We would refresh the site all the time. We would try to solve the captchas, and I failed so many times because I was so rushed. I was frustrated. And I kept doing that over and over again, and it didn't help. It didn't help. We got nothing. It would just say that it was sold out. I think it was like 1.5 hours past the time that they started to sell tickets that I just gave up. I was kind of sad, but like, what can you do? We went our own way. I had lunch for like maybe half an hour or something. I finished the lunch, and after that I was just like, let's just check one more time if there are like just 2 tickets just for me and my husband. I had a feeling that I should check it. And I check, and there are exactly 2 tickets, seating tickets. It was like far away, but I don't care. And I got them in my cart. I called my husband and I was like, I think I can buy them. Can I buy them? Like talking to him about the seats and money and everything. And he's like, yes, get them. And I got them, and I couldn't believe like what luck I had that I checked 2.5 hours after the thing started. It was still there that I could buy a ticket. At that point, I thought it was like really magical and it was meant to be. But as you know now, we did not end up getting to that concert. So yeah, it was still a really beautiful moment at the time. So after that was like the next stage, which was kind of preparing for the concert. And I have to say, I kind of wanted to avoid all the spoilers because I didn't see much of what was happening. I knew some of the songs and everything, but I didn't know like stages, nothing. Like I knew nothing about the concert, and I wanted to keep it this way. And the reason for that is because when the movie came out, I did not get to watch it at the time because that was the time I was moving. And I was like, okay, I can preserve this moment where I know nothing, and I can have it like as a surprise when I come to the concert. So I did my best to avoid all spoilers for like a whole year. Like I said, I did listen to some songs and stuff, but I kind of avoided seeing the stages and everything, so just like listening. I knew a lot of the stuff that was going on. I even knew some of the dresses and everything, but I didn't even know like the order that everything was happening. Just kind of assumed some stuff. Some things were definitely spoiled for me in a way, but I didn't really mind it too much. Like I was just trying to preserve what I can because I was like, I'm going to see it in the concert and it's gonna be more magical when I see it for the first time live. I was a fool. Maybe, I don't know. We will talk about it later. So I avoided everything. The movie, everything. For the movie, it was not really the only reason why I didn't watch it. Like I said, that was the time I was moving. At the time, we didn't really have money for such things to go to the movies and have fun like that because I was really focusing on saving the money for moving and for buying everything that we will need in the new place. And that was actually the time that Barbie also came out, and we didn't watch that one either because of the same reason. And I don't regret it because it's not just about the ticket money, because of course you can pay the ticket money, but then you need to buy something to drink and to eat and everything, and also have the time to do it. And when we moved here, of course we would want to watch the movie in English, and they offer that, a lot of places offer that, but it's also at a certain time, so that was also kind of a problem for us. Again, so those are all the reasons why I chose to do it this way. Next thing is the outfits and like listening to music and everything. And here I just want to say that I love the idea of dressing up for the concert in a certain way, something meaningful, even if it's just like merch t-shirt. I like that idea. I kind of thought I could do more, but I didn't want to like overspend on it because it is just a concert. So the first thing I did was look up stuff on Pinterest to just have some ideas, like even what era I want to go with, just the vibe I want to be in. I want to be comfortable. And a couple of things that stand out to me. I had a couple of ideas. One was, I think, for the midnight. One was for Reputation because of the printed newspaper t-shirts. I really like those. Every once in a while when I would look at those, I would just come back to the Speak Now era because first of all, I really like the purple color of the whole set. So long ago, it was super nostalgic and really meaningful to me. And in the same time, I was also listening to the songs. Again, I didn't really know the order, but I just followed like some of the Spotify playlists that people made, and I think those are in the right order. At least that was before the European part started and before the new album came out. I was listening to those songs and I did not listen to them in order. I would just play them in like a shuffle, exactly for that reason, to not know exactly what was next. So every time I would listen to this, I would be inspired to go back and listen to some Speak Now songs, and I was like, I think this is a sign that this is my favorite album and that I should go with an outfit that fits that. And so the next step was to find some inspiration for exactly that era, and that was super easy to do. It's like purple, anything basically. Dress or skirt would be better, but I was thinking at the time pants are also fine. I would just need like a purple top and some accessories. And the inspiration I saw on Pinterest was amazing. I will be completely honest here. I tried to look different things for like a couple of months. What speaks to me, that something that I would wear after the concert as well, but that would still be meaningful to me at the time of the concert. And I have to admit here, I went to Shein in the end. I'm not really a big fan of them, I have to say, for multiple reasons as a company. When you're looking for something super specific and you don't really want to spend too much money on it because it's a specific event, I understand. Especially, like I said, it's not something that I would wear just that time, but it's still not something I would wear every time. So I went there and I found one top that I really liked. It was like purple color. I found some sunglasses and some butterfly hair accessories that I really like, and like a purple cover that I just thought it was really romantic and really sweet. And I was thinking that would be my outfit, and then on the bottom I would do whatever. Didn't really care because I knew I would have to wear sneakers. I knew that my bottoms would probably not really match completely. I wanted to be as comfortable as possible, so I didn't really think about the bottoms too much, and this outfit didn't even cost too much because the bottoms and the sneakers I already had, so I was really happy about it. But then even greatest surprise came a little bit later. I don't know if you know about the brand Pufflex. It's like an activewear from a TikToker that came up on my page, and I really like the skirt, and they said that they will start shipping in August at the time I was considering ordering it. And I really like the skirt. I was like, this I would wear anytime, and I ordered it along with some other stuff. If you want to see that like as a video, as a review or something, please let me know in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram, and I will try to make a video about it because I think it could be useful, especially because it's a pretty popular, I would say, and not very cheap at all. So I think people should know what to expect with it. And I ordered that skirt, and like I said, they said that it would start shipping in August, so I didn't really think that I would wear that with my outfit. I didn't even know if the two purple things would match because they are from two completely different places. But then, like literally one day before I left for my vacation to Greece, which was 15th of July or something, it arrived. Like literally the day we were having our flight in the evening, it arrived in the morning. And so I picked it up and I decided to pack that skirt to my vacation as well as the top, which was literally like last minute decision from me to just pack it. Everything was packed. I just jammed it in like pocket of my suitcase because I was like thinking maybe I decide to wear that exact outfit. I wanted to wear it the first time for the concert, but then I don't know what came to me, but I was just like, let's do it. And so I packed both the skirt and the top to my vacation to Greece, and I did wear it one day, and I did wear the skirt like at least 2 other times with the different top, because this one is more like an evening top, and I got a different top from Poplex for like daytime. More casual, I would say, more sport-like, and this one was kind of sparkly, and I wore it in one of the evenings, and it was super comfortable to dance in, so I was extremely excited for the concert to wear the exact outfit with just like the accessories that I was not bringing on vacation. And I'm super happy that I did because I really enjoyed wearing the outfit like without the accessories. And when we came back, it was maybe like a week and a half to a concert, and I was like super excited. I couldn't wait. And of course, like the entire time we were listening to the songs even on vacation, and I was teaching my husband some of the songs, at least like the more upbeat ones and the ones I thought he would like, and he even played some of them on his MetaQuest, and he really enjoyed it, actually, more than I was expecting. I also ordered friendship bracelet making kit from Shein with my outfit to make friendship bracelets, and I started that after I came from vacation, maybe a couple of days after, and I really enjoyed it. I did not expect to enjoy it that much. It was super fun to like come up with all the song names with the letters you have, and then also come up with the idea and the design for the rest of it. I really enjoyed it. I think I will continue to do that, but right now I ran out of all the letter E's, I think, and letter T. For some reason, those are very popular, probably because you have like all the D in every single song, like the this, the that, like the man, the whatever, and you really run out of those letters super fast. You have to be creative with the letters you have, and it's super fun. I did not expect it to be this fun, honestly. I think like I made it in a couple of nights. I couldn't make everything in one day because I was still working. I made like, I think in the end it was a total of maybe 20. Yeah, maybe 20. And I tried to make like a good variety. I think it was day 2 or 3 that I was making them. That was like day before the first concert. I had tickets for the second day, so nice too. And the day before, like it wasn't even 24 hours, I think, before the first concert, they said that it was cancelled. I think they first showed it on like their Instagram page or something, and people were not believing it. Like I was one of those. I was delusional. I was like, no. They're not canceling it. This is like fake. They hacked the account. Like I didn't want to believe that this was true. I went on a walk to kind of cool my mind off, and when I came back, they said it's official, that it's over, that it's canceled and nothing else. It's just canceled. At that time, there were just some speculations what was the reason for cancellation. There were some news articles in German and worldwide in English that explained what was going on, but I don't think we really knew at that time. Maybe like in the next couple of days we learned more. But to make the long story short, some very young people, men, decided that they wanted to attack the crowd. There were some speculations of making a bomb, running into crowd with a car. Information were put out. I don't know which of those were actually true. I don't really want to know. I don't want to give them anything, not a little bit of my attention. The point was that they wanted to hurt us. They wanted to hurt the Swifties, and I believe that the huge part of the reason was because they knew that the crowd was mostly young women and the gays. It's the truth. There were so many young girls, especially, that were there, and it is known that so many of these extremist groups are basically incels. These are young guys that are radicalized from a young age. They really hate girls and women for some reason, probably because they are frustrated, which I understand. Like I empathize with some of the things that are probably happening in their lives, but it's super sad that they decided to do that to Swifties. When I found that out, I was really angry at them, at the systems that helped them become the way that they were. On the other hand, I was really grateful to the country of Austria and whoever helped with finding those people out in time and stopping the terrorist attack that was supposed to happen or that they planned to happen. But my feelings were mixed. It was very confusing time that you find this out and that they wanted to hurt you, you know? You and people that are just there to dance and sing along to songs about love. That's literally what it is, you know? Spreading hate to try to extinguish love. That's what it is. And that day, I think a lot of people were really devastated. I don't know how Taylor herself felt. Like I said, I don't really try to worship people and I don't put them on some sort of pedestal, anything like that. I try not to because those are just people at the end of the day and I really try to stay away from that. So I don't really want to comment exactly what she was thinking. I do believe on a human level that she was also devastated. If it did happen, it would have been super devastating. It would have been awful. I heard stories from people who were saying stuff about the Ariana Grande concert that was a couple of years ago in, I think, Manchester or something. I don't remember. But people who were there and who survived that, because there an attack did happen. It was a bomb and a lot of people died. And people who survived it, they were saying on social media how traumatizing that was for them and how we are lucky that we didn't, like, not only are we alive today, but we are also healthy and we are not traumatized at very least. We are happy and we should be grateful, you know? And that was like the fourth day that I was still making friendship bracelets and I continue to do it because after it was cancelled, I posted on my like friends only Instagram account if somebody wants to share it with me, and so many people said yes, and so I kept making them for my friends, with my friends in mind. And like I said, in the end, I think I made a total of 20 and like half of that was for my friends and myself. And even my husband helped. It was surprisingly fun to do and we enjoyed it so much. That's like a really nice part of that. To move on now to like some more positive things, on Thursday I was still working and I was already hearing about Swifties gathering around in streets and singing along together, and I also heard about the freebies that businesses in Vienna started to give out for free. For example, Cineplex decided to give out merch from the movie. There's this burger place that gave out free burgers for everybody that had a ticket. Some museums were giving out free entrance to everybody that had a ticket. So many places were giving out freebies to people with tickets, and I was just like, it was so heartwarming. And I was going back home from work and on my station I crossed the street and I see like 3 girls wearing friendship bracelets, and I decided to stop them and ask them, hey, were you here for the concert? And when they said yes, I was like, did you know that there are so many freebies around in Vienna that you can take advantage of? And we had like a nice little chit chat. They were probably younger than me but still like around my age, and it was such a sweet moment between us. We like shared our pain but also like the gratefulness. And I was on my way home, and they, I hope, went to some place to take advantage of the free stuff. And then on the metro, I met another person that was with a lot of friendship bracelets, and I had the same conversation with her. I was like, do you know that there are freebies? Because some people did not see, of course. And she was super sweet and super happy that I told her. It was such a sweet moment. I almost cried on the way home, honestly. It was just so heartwarming to see people like gather around together. And then when I went home, I was too exhausted to go to one of the gatherings to sing along that day because I still had to work tomorrow. But I usually work from home on Fridays, so I was like, tomorrow I'm going to go somewhere and sing along to the songs. It's like, I have to. And so I did. The next day, I basically put on my entire outfit. I put like the bottom and the top. I put my little butterflies in my hair and everything that I planned to do for my concert. And I just went out in the streets with my husband. The most popular spot was Corneliusstraße, but we did not go there. I think that's how you pronounce it. We did not go there. We went to Stephansplatz because there were still rumors that it could be unsafe. And in my opinion, Stephansplatz is pretty safe usually because there are always a lot of tourists in summer there. So even if there are a bunch of Taylor Swift fans, there are still a lot of other tourists. There's a lot of space as well. I didn't even go to the other place at all, but it seemed from the videos a bit more crowded than the Stephansplatz. So we went there, and it was true. People were singing, and that day, on Friday, when I was there, somebody brought the guitar and started playing the guitar, and it was so amazing. And I think we stood there for maybe, I don't know if it was maybe half an hour, no, it was maybe in total like an hour that we were there, and we sang along to so many songs. It was so amazing. People were sharing bracelets, and on my way to there, I found some Swifties, and I come up to them and I'm just like, hey, do you want to trade friendship bracelets? And nobody said no. Nobody was like that. Everyone was super friendly, and I exchanged about 10. Like I said, 10 were from my friends and me, and I have so many that I got from people on the street. It was so amazing. It's so cute, and like I said, people were so sweet. Everybody was dressed in their little outfits, just like from 2 p.m. to like 12 a.m. I don't know, like the whole day and night they were dressed in their outfits, and it was so cute. And everybody was just sweet to each other and complimenting each other's outfits and bracelets and everything. It was really sweet. We originally wanted to go to the burger place that was giving out free burgers because we already know it's pretty amazing burger, but it was so crowded. It was like the queue outside was at least 30 people, I think. And so we decided to skip it after all. Like, we live here, we can come anytime, and we do. Like, we went, like, think this month twice already. I know it's free burger, but like I said, some other people that are not from here better take advantage of that, and I can just pay for it later. So we just went to the Stephansplatz, and it was really like beautiful and amazing in its own way. I think it really shows that at the end of the day, it's not about the artist herself, which is what I like about this community. Yeah, a lot of people are kind of toxic about it, but at the end of the day, it is about the music and the love we share and the unity of everybody. It's just so beautiful to see everybody sing along together, dance, like nothing can stop us, you know? And I was surprised to see that it's not just young girls. So many much older than me were there, like not even with kids, like on their own, like 40s and 50s. There were older women and with their husbands, for example, that were there singing along. It was really beautiful. And my favorite part is because most people knew like all the lyrics, but when we have like those special moments, like when they say like fuck the patriarchy, when you hear people say that super loudly, it feels so powerful and it feels just so amazing. I don't know what to say about it. Like, it was just really, really amazing. And other like small bits like that, but when they say it so loudly, it just feels so much more impactful than when they sing it like in a concert, because that's just part of the song. But right now we are feeling it as actually saying to the guy that ruined our time, literally, fuck him. And it was just really, really beautiful. I enjoyed it so much. It was a unique experience that I know that the whole goal is to go to the concert, and it is amazing. Like, I would love to go still, and I would have loved to be there, but we got a very unique experience that no other place really got, because it was a bittersweet moment to just do stuff in spite of what people were saying. So that was on Friday. I went home exhausted and like I could barely speak, and the friends who gave us the code for the concert came here to our home. That was like very late at night, and then the next day we kind of spent a really beautiful day together, and then in the evening everything went again to the singing, and we sang all together, and again it was super beautiful. I have to say, like, the next day on Saturday, like on Friday people were singing with the guitar, that was really beautiful, but then on Saturday people did not, at least this place did not really have a guitar. Instead they had like this tiny little speaker and nobody could hear it, and it was really funny moments where people were singing, for example, Love Story. Everybody forgets the lyrics, you know, that part when she says they try to tell me how to feel. That part everybody forgets all the time, but people who are close to the speaker can hear it, so they start singing it, and then all the other people join in because we forget, like, we cannot hear the music. So it was really funny, like, it was sweet but funny. And then after like maybe half an hour or so, a person who's driving this sort of like small car that's like tourist, 2 people or 3 people maybe, I don't know, sit in the back, and then he just drives around town like as a tourist attraction. He put up like on his huge speakers on the little car, he just came into the crowd and played Taylor Swift song on his little car speakers, but they were much louder than the one people had. Like, it was obviously on batteries, and it was just a matter of time when it would just die. So it was a really beautiful moment where non-Swifties, like regular people, are just showing kindness to each other. And then he was just like in the center of the crowd, and now we could actually hear the music, and it was really beautiful. This night is silent, don't you let it go. I gave him a friendship bracelet, just like gave it out, and I also gave out a couple of free ones to just people who didn't have any or had like very few. I didn't want to take them. I think the whole thing is about sharing and about making people feel included and like welcome to the... Sorry, I'm a bit emotional every time I remember this part. But yeah, it was really, really beautiful. I'm so happy. Like, it was magical to be part of that. There were proposals in the streets. It was so beautiful. You can look it up online. I was not close enough to film them, but you can really see the crowd when that happens. Like, everybody's cheering, and it's just so beautiful. I teared up a couple of times. This year I was present for at least 3 proposals, maybe even 4, because I didn't know for one of the songs if they actually proposed or not. But I was there, like, my husband's sister and her now fiance got engaged in Vienna in the beginning of this year, and then when we were in Greece in one of the restaurants, literally a proposal happened like right in front of us. Like, it was the table next to us, and it was really beautiful. And now this, like, I don't know what's up with the proposals this year, but it was really beautiful. And I have to say also that I think yesterday I think there was Coldplay concert here in Vienna in the same stadium that was supposed to be for Taylor Swift, and there was a tribute to Taylor Swift fans with the cover of Love Story song, and it was really beautiful and touching. Even though if they didn't really get the lyrics completely right, they also forgot the part that I was talking about, like they try to tell me how to feel, that part. Everybody forgets that, and they forgot it as well. But it was really beautiful, and yeah, it's something else. Like, it just shows that there is still kindness in the world. Taylor did not say anything like officially until maybe yesterday or something like that. It was really recently, and honestly, my opinion, she didn't even say much. I was hoping that she would say that it would be rescheduled, but oh well. I still hope that she would make it up to us somehow. I don't know how. I hope that her next tour will be even better somehow. I don't know how. It's up to her to make it even better. I don't care, but it has to be super cool. Okay, I know some people don't really agree with me on this, but I think as an artist, she cannot go back to having like worse experience at the tours. It can only go like either stay the same or about the same, of course, or get better. Like, that's my opinion. It's hard to like go back in the quality of what you're doing. That's at least my opinion. If you don't agree, I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. I really would. So please do comment, but that's just my opinion. Already 40 minutes. I hope I can edit this down to a little like more normal length. Right now, I just want to mention like the aftermath, like the next couple of days. We were denied something that we were not supposed to be denied. It was right there, right in front of us. Some of the comments that people were saying were like, it's really good that we're grieving the concerts and not lives, and I agree. And then Taylor said the same thing like a couple of days ago. And it's true. It's about the lives, of course. We want to protect those. It's just a concert. At the end of the day, it's like not worth such a risk, even though supposedly all the people were already in jail when the concert would have happened. But it was so close to the concert, and not everything was known at the time, so I'm happy that they did not take any chances. It's better not to than to actually have an accident happen. And so many people were saying like, isn't Vienna supposed to be one of the safest cities? It was voted like one of the best cities to live in for a couple of years now. I think like for these things, you have to keep in mind that you don't become and stay the safest place if you allow risks like that. You have to like prevent them. And this is exactly what happened. They prevented something that would have been a tragedy, and we stayed safe. People like this exist everywhere. It could have have been anywhere, and it just happens to be here, and it was prevented, so we should be grateful. For a couple of days I had mixed feelings. I had moments where I was feeling like I am regretting getting myself into this, like even getting the tickets in the first place, and it was just like a mix of feelings. One day you feel grateful, one day you feel sad and bitter, and it was just like a cycle of grieving. But again, we are grieving the concert, not lives, so that's completely fine. Then again, after that I would have moments where I just enjoyed her song so much, and like remember the community, that I'm again happy that this all happened. And I also found that there are like Taylor Swift parties and listening parties and stuff. When I originally became a Swiftie, like I mentioned 12 years ago, no, 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I did not have all of this. I don't think it was that big at the time. At least it wasn't where I lived. So I didn't really have anybody to share this with. And I'm happy that I get to experience that even 15 years later. In the end of the day, it was a good decision. I don't regret it. But I do have moments where I feel like I do. It's just a mix of emotions. That's normal. So the question is now, after all of that, did I actually see like what the concert was like? Did I watch some live after that? And the answer is yes. I watched a couple of lives from London. It's a different experience when you're watching it just like with your headphones and just dancing in your room alone, or just doing something else like the dishes while you're watching it in the background. It's a completely different experience. I understand that, but it was still really beautiful. I saw some of the sets for the first time. Like I said, some of them were kind of spoiled to me, but I was really amazed. It was really beautiful. I knew all the songs again, but I didn't know like the order or anything. I tried to avoid that. And I think my favorite would be the Willow. I think that set is my favorite because I don't know, it's just so like witchy vibes. I really like that. And the like moons and everything, and everybody was spamming like moon in the comments of the live, like holding the moon with the two hands. It was really cute in my opinion. Other than that, I think the new era that she added, the Tortured Poet department, like that whole set is really amazing. I love it so much. Like it was amazing. And I watched like the last live in London, like with all the surprises. The last one with Florence, it was really like, it was something else. It was really, really beautiful. I was sad that we didn't get to get that, you know, but on the other side, like watching it live with 100,000, like it was, I think at one point it was 130,000 people that joined this live to watch it together, and there were other lives as well, to watch it together and to sing along and everything. I truly think that's what the community is about. Oh, I have to say one more thing. When I was with my friends and singing along and just talking to the other Swifties and exchanging friendship bracelets and just talking to them, my friend noted afterwards that I was like much more sociable, and I was really happy to approach like random people. And he's like, do you have social anxiety? Like, where did it go? And I'm like, maybe a little bit, but the point is that I was so moved and so like motivated by what we had, like the unity and like people that were so nice and everything, that it just didn't matter in that moment. And I think I'm not saying that like Taylor Swift is solving our social anxiety, but to an extent it did help a little bit. And I don't regret embarking on this whole journey to go back to the community and just be a part of it again and just enjoy not just the music but this unity and love that we share. In the end, this video is already an hour long. I really hope I can edit it down to like some normal amount. I'm sorry if it's still very long for you. Again, I will put like the chapters and you can jump around. To wrap this up, I do want to end with some of the conclusions and feelings that I had after all of this. Like it was already 2 weeks at this point that I'm filming that this happened, and it will be the same things I said throughout this video. I'm happy for some of the things. Some of the moments were bittersweet. Some of the moments were really beautiful. It was really unique experience compared to the other people. Like I know in the concert it's the deal you want to have, but then again we had something really unique and something that we will remember for a long time, and we are remembering something beautiful and the unity and the love we have instead of the tragedy. We don't have trauma that we would have had even if we survived such an attack. And so many times after that I was thinking about like maybe if I went to the concert and the attack happened, I would not be here in this moment. I would not be enjoying the sun and the water. A week after the concert my parents were coming over. I was like, what would they come to? Like, you know, it's really dark to think about the possibilities that could have happened, but luckily it was prevented. And it was those moments that really hit me hard sometimes. Like I would just remember this would not have happened if I did go to the concert and they didn't prevent the attack. A lot of people had like mixed feelings and a lot of thoughts about the whole thing, especially because Taylor didn't say anything, and I agree with them. I agree with all of them to some extent. It was really hard to see that she didn't say anything, but then again a lot of people did speculate that it was because of safety and she didn't want to have people like worry about anything. She didn't want to instigate people to do something. So yeah, I don't remember if I have anything else to say. Maybe if I remember something that I wanted to say, I can just put it like with the editing me. This is filming me that's gonna do something else right now, but maybe I will just insert it with editing me or something, and I will maybe include some of the clips that I took from all of this. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you like content like this, I don't know what to say because I don't usually make content like this, but I maybe will in the future. Still, I'm like a small YouTuber. If you want to support me, please give this video a like and subscribe so that you can see more in the future. I don't know if I will make videos like this exactly in the future, but maybe something similar, so maybe you will like it. If you want, you can subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, but at least a like and a comment would mean like the world to me, to help me grow. And I don't know what else to say in the end except that I am very grateful that I was a part of this. Thank you everybody. Bye bye.